Most gardeners think their growing season ends with the first frost, but that's leaving food on the table. Literally. I'm about to show you 15 vegetables that laugh at winter weather. We're talking plants that survive temperatures down to negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. While your neighbors are buying expensive grocery store produce, you'll be harvesting fresh vegetables from under the snow. Here's the thing. Cold, hardy vegetables aren't just survivors. They actually taste better after a frost. The cold triggers plants to convert starches into sugars as a natural antifreeze. That's why winter carrots taste sweeter than summer ones. It's not magic, it's science working in your favor. Let's start with the absolute toughest vegetables first, then work our way through the list. I'll tell you exactly how cold each one can handle, when to plant it, and the mistakes that'll kill your winter garden even when you're growing the right plants. Plant garlic in October or early November, about 4 to 6 weeks before your ground freezes solid. Each clove you plant becomes a full head by next summer. Space them 6 inches apart, pointed end up, buried 2 inches deep. Here's what most people get wrong. They plant grocery store garlic. Don't do this. Grocery store garlic is often treated with growth inhibitors and comes from climates nothing like yours. Order hardneck varieties from seed companies. They're bred specifically for cold climates. German Extra Hardy and Music are 2 varieties I've grown through brutal winters. Garlic needs cold. It won't form proper heads without 4 to 8 weeks of temperatures below 40 degrees. This process is called vernalization. Without it, you get a single round bulb instead of separated cloves. Mulch matters here. After planting, cover your garlic bed with 4 to 6 inches of straw or shredded leaves. This keeps soil temperatures more consistent and prevents the freeze-thaw cycles that can push your cloves out of the ground. Kale survives anything winter throws at it. I've harvested kale from under 8 inches of snow. The leaves were frozen solid, but once they thawed in my kitchen, they were perfect for cooking. Plant kale in mid to late summer for winter harvest, about 10 to 12 weeks before your first expected frost. This gives plants time to mature before serious cold hits. Transplants work better than direct seeding because you get a head start. Space plants 12 to 18 inches apart. Closer spacing works, but bigger plants handle cold better because they have more stored energy in their root systems. The secret to sweet winter kale is letting frost hit it. Before the first frost, kale tastes bitter and tough. After several hard freezes, the same plant produces tender, sweet leaves. This is that starch-to-sugar conversion I mentioned earlier. Harvest from the bottom up. Take outer leaves and let the center keep growing. A single plant can feed you all winter if you don't strip it bare in one harvest. Spinach handles cold differently than kale. The leaves freeze, but the crown, the growing point at soil level, stays alive under mulch and snow. Fall planting timing is tricky. Plant too early and spinach bolts before winter. Plant too late and it doesn't establish. Aim for 6 to 8 weeks before your first frost. You want plants with 4 to 6 true leaves going into winter. Winter-specific varieties matter. Look for names like Giant Winter or Bloomsdale Longstanding. These are bred to handle cold and resist bolting in spring when temperatures fluctuate. Here's a technique most people don't know. Plant spinach in cold frames or low tunnels, even if the variety is cold hardy enough without protection. You're not protecting it from cold, you're protecting it from wind. Wind desiccates leaves faster than cold damages them. A simple cover keeps leaves hydrated and easier to harvest because they're not frozen into solid blocks. This plant is virtually unknown in America, but European gardeners have grown it for centuries as their primary winter salad green. Mulch survives colder temperatures than almost any other vegetable. Seeds are tiny. Mix them with sand before broadcasting them over prepared soil. This helps you spread them evenly instead of dumping them all in one spot. Lightly rake them in. They need some light to germinate, so don't bury them. Mulch grows in rosettes close to the ground. This low profile protects it from wind and allows snow to insulate it. I've found plants perfectly green under melted snow in February. Harvest by cutting the entire rosette at soil level with scissors. Don't try to pick individual leaves. It takes forever and you'll damage the plant. One rosette is about one salad serving. Plant every 3 to 4 weeks from late summer through mid-fall. This gives you continuous harvests all winter instead of one big flush. Leeks are the cold weather alternative to onions. While onions quit growing in fall, leeks keep getting bigger until the ground freezes solid. Start leeks indoors in late winter or early spring. They need 12 to 16 weeks to reach transplant size. Yes, that's a long time. This is why most people buy transplants, but starting from seed saves you $20 to $30 per batch. Plant deep. Dig a trench 6 inches deep and place seedlings at the bottom. As they grow, gradually fill in the trench. This blanches the stem, makes it white and tender, and gives you more edible plant. The edible part is the white and light green section. The dark green leaves are tough and better for stock. One good-sized leek provides enough for a meal for 2 people. Harvest leeks all winter, even from frozen ground. The trick is mulching heavily around them. 8 to 12 inches of loose straw lets you dig down and pull leeks even when your soil is frozen 6 inches deep. Without mulch, you'll need a pickaxe. Winter carrots are sweeter than summer carrots. I'm talking candy sweet, not just less bitter. Once you taste a carrot pulled from cold soil, you'll understand why people bother with winter gardening. Plant carrots for winter harvest in mid to late summer. Count back 10 to 12 weeks from your first expected frost. Nantes types work best because they're shorter and stubbier, which makes them easier to pull from cold soil. Soil preparation matters more for carrots than almost any other vegetable. They need loose, rock-free soil at least 8 inches deep. Carrots that hit rocks or clay grow forked and twisted. Raised beds filled with compost-rich soil solve this problem. Thin seedlings to 2 inches apart once they have 2 sets of true leaves. Crowded carrots don't size up properly. Here's the winter-specific trick. Mulch heavily with straw or leaves once plants are mature and cold weather arrives. You want 12 to 18 inches of loose mulch. This keeps the ground from freezing hard and allows you to harvest whenever you want. Pull back mulch, harvest what you need, replace mulch. Carrots actually store better in the ground than in your refrigerator. Just leave them there until you're ready to eat them. Parsnips are like carrots but require cold to taste good. Before frost, they're woody and bland. After several hard freezes, they're sweet and nutty. Plant parsnips in spring for winter harvest. They need 110 to 130 days to mature, and unlike most vegetables, you can't rush them. The long growing season develops the root size you want. Parsnip seeds are notoriously bad germinators. They lose viability quickly. Even fresh seeds often have only 60 to 70% germination rates. Buy new seeds every year and plant thickly. 3 seeds per inch is reasonable. You'll thin them later. Keep soil consistently moist until seedlings emerge. This takes 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes longer. If the soil dries out during germination, your seeds die. Never harvest parsnips until after several hard frosts. In fact, many gardeners leave them in the ground all winter and harvest in early spring before new growth starts. This is when they taste best. Late-season cabbage varieties handle cold better than summer types. Look for names like January King or Deaden. These form looser heads that resist splitting when temperatures fluctuate. Start cabbage indoors 12 to 14 weeks before your first frost, or buy transplants. Set plants 18 to 24 inches apart. Winter cabbage varieties grow bigger than summer ones. Cabbage needs consistent water and rich soil. Work compost into planting areas and side dress with fertilizer monthly during active growth. Nitrogen deficiency shows up as yellowing lower leaves. The biggest problem with winter cabbage is splitting. This happens when plants take up water faster than cells can expand. Prevent it by maintaining even soil moisture and avoiding heavy fertilizing late in the season. Harvest before temperatures drop below 20 degrees consistently. At that point, outer leaves start to freeze and rot. The inner head usually stays fine, but it's easier to store cabbage in a root cellar or refrigerator than to keep digging through snow. Brussels sprouts need cold to develop proper flavor. Before frost, they're bitter. After frost, they're sweet and nutty. This is the starch to sugar conversion again. Start plants indoors in midsummer or buy transplants. Brussels sprouts need a long season, 100 to 110 days from transplant to harvest. Space plants 24 inches apart. They get tall, 3 to 4 feet, and need room for airflow. Crowded plants develop disease problems. Here's what blew my mind when I learned it. Remove the bottom leaves as sprouts develop. This directs energy to sprout formation instead of leaf maintenance. Start removing leaves when sprouts at the bottom of the stalk reach marble size. Harvest sprouts from bottom to top as they size up. Each sprout should be 1 to 1.5 inches in diameter. Twist them off or cut with a knife. Collards are more cold-hardy than kale, though less popular. That's a shame because they produce more edible greens per square foot than almost any other winter vegetable. Plant collards in mid to late summer, about 8 to 10 weeks before first frost. Transplants establish faster than direct seeded plants. Space plants 18 inches apart. They grow large, 2 to 3 feet tall and wide, and need that room. Harvest like kale. Take lower leaves and let the plant keep growing. A single collard plant can produce for 4 to 5 months if you don't kill it by over-harvesting. The cold makes collards tender. Before frost, the leaves are tough and take forever to cook. After frost, they cook faster and taste sweeter. Chard handles cold better than most people think. It's usually marketed as a summer green, but it performs better in fall and winter. Plant chard in midsummer for fall and winter harvest. Direct seed or transplant. Both work fine. Space plants 12 inches apart. What people call chard seeds are actually seed clusters. Each one contains multiple seeds. You'll get 2 to 4 seedlings per seed. Thin them to 1 plant per spot once they have 2 true leaves. Chard keeps producing new leaves from the center as you harvest outer ones. Cut leaves at the base with scissors. Don't rip them off or you'll damage the crown. Rainbow chard looks beautiful, but all colors taste the same. If you want practical winter greens, stick with Ford Hook Giant or Lucullus varieties. They're bred for production, not appearance. Turnips grown in fall taste nothing like spring turnips. Spring turnips are hot and bitter. Fall turnips, especially after frost, are mild and slightly sweet. Plant turnips 6 to 8 weeks before first frost. They're fast growers. Seeds to harvest in 40 to 60 days depending on variety. Direct seed turnips. They don't transplant well because any root disturbance makes them bolt. Plant seeds half an inch deep, 2 inches apart, in rows 12 inches apart. Thin seedlings to 4 inches apart once they have 3 or 4 true leaves. Those thinnings are edible greens. Don't throw them away. Harvest turnips at 2 to 3 inches in diameter. Bigger ones get woody and strong flavored. You can leave them in the ground under mulch like carrots, or pull them all and store in a root cellar. The greens are cold hardy too. Harvest them like you would collards. Take outer leaves and let the plant keep growing. Rutabagas look like large turnips, but they're sweeter and store better. They need longer to mature, 90 to 110 days, so plan accordingly. Plant rutabagas in midsummer for fall harvest. Direct seed them like turnips, half an inch deep, 2 inches apart. Thin to 6 inches apart. Rutabagas need more space than turnips because they grow larger. Water consistently during development. Irregular watering causes roots to crack and split. An inch of water per week is ideal if you're not getting rain. Harvest after several hard frosts. The cold improves flavor dramatically. Rutabagas can handle brief periods down to 20-degree waters in the ground if mulched. These greens are less cold hardy than the others on this list, but still far more cold tolerant than summer vegetables. They deserve a spot in your winter garden. Plant Asian greens 6 to 8 weeks before first frost. They grow fast, 30 to 40 days to harvest. Most Asian greens are cut and come-again crops. Harvest leaves when they're 4 to 6 inches long, cutting 1 inch above the crown. The plant regrows for multiple harvests. Misuna is the most cold-hardy Asian green, surviving down to a 10-degree kind. Mustards are next, then bok choy. If you're pushing the limits of your climate, stick with Mizuna. These greens bolt quickly when spring arrives and temperatures fluctuate. Enjoy them in late fall and winter, then replace them with spring crops. Arugula survives temperatures down to 10 degrees Celsius and actually tastes better in cold weather. Summer arugula is aggressively spicy. Winter arugula is mild and nutty. Plant arugula 4 to 6 weeks before first frost. It germinates and grows fast. Ready to harvest in 30 to 40 days. Broadcast seeds over prepared soil and lightly rake them in. Space isn't critical for arugula because you're harvesting leaves, not growing large plants. Cut leaves when they're 2 to 3 inches long for the best flavor. Larger leaves get more peppery, though some people prefer that. Arugula in cold frames or low tunnels produces all winter in most climates. Without protection, it goes dormant during the coldest months, but resumes growth when temperatures moderate. Most winter vegetable failures happen because of these 3 mistakes. First, planting too late. Winter vegetables need time to establish before hard cold arrives. A well-rooted plant with mature leaves survives. A seedling with 3 leaves doesn't. Mark your calendar backwards from your first frost date and stick to those planting times. Second, inadequate mulch. Mulch doesn't keep plants warm, it keeps soil temperature stable. Freeze-thaw cycles are what kill plants, not steady cold. 4 to 6 inches of straw, shredded leaves, or pine needles solves this problem. Third, not choosing the right varieties. Seeds labeled cold hardy or winter aren't marketing hype. They're bred specifically for cold tolerance. Trying to overwinter regular varieties rarely works. Most people complicate winter gardening. Here's what you actually need. Pick the right spot. South-facing areas with wind protection work best. A fence, hedge, or building on the north side blocks cold winds and creates a warmer microclimate. Build raised beds if your soil drains poorly. Soggy soil in winter means dead plants. Raised beds solve drainage problems and warm up faster. Consider cold frames or low tunnels for extending the season. These aren't heated structures, they're just transparent covers that trap solar heat during the day. You can build a cold frame for $30 using scrap wood and old windows. Start with 5 or 6 vegetables from this list, not all 15. Learn what works in your specific climate before expanding. Keep a garden journal. Note when you planted, when you harvested, what varieties performed well, and what temperatures you experienced. This information is gold for next year. Winter gardening means fresh vegetables when everyone else is buying expensive grocery store produce. It means knowing exactly how your food was grown. It means walking outside in January and harvesting dinner from your garden. The best time to start was 3 months ago. The second best time is right now for next winter. Get your seeds ordered, mark your planting dates, and prepare your beds. Your winter garden is waiting.